Greetings to everyone. I'm Shadrach Swiller and this is CLASSROOMTZ. Thank you for selecting this channel, and today I'm going to share with you the examination format of Form 2 National Assessment Exam. And here I have the document, that is the document from NECTA. And this document, you may find it also in the website of NECTA. On the segment of publication, you may find the format of all exams. And as you see here, it was published on 2021. It was revised 2021, National Examination Council of Tanzania. So it means that the information I'm going to discuss with you are those correct and legal informations prepared by NECTA, those who are responsible to prepare the assessment exams in Tanzania, especially for primary, secondary, and some levels of college. So that is just a brief introduction of the document. Here in table of content, this document, it has more than 100 pages, and it includes the format of all subjects. According to our channel, I'm going to discuss with you the format of civics and the history. Mainly will be deep in history formatting, but also other subjects are located in this document. So if you wish to know the format of other subjects, you may check on the website of NECTA, or I will upload it to my channel there. The document down the bio, you may find it. And after checking the format, I'm going to show to you the exam. We're going to have the example of the paper here, Form 2 2023 history, and also we are going to check the example of paper Form 2 civics 2023. So let's check history, what is included in history as a format. In history, 012, that's the code number of the subject for the identification. Then there is some of preliminary informations, a general objective, what the assessment is going to test. Remember, the Form 2 exam is called the National Assessment. This is not the exam that's going to award you a certificate for completing certain level. No, this is just a mini or small assessment. After that, you're going to have the general assessment or the final assessment in the Form 4. So this is called the Ftna, Form 2 National Assessment. So they're going to assess those objectives, the competence they're going to measure, those competences, and most of them are coming from the topics. So our main part for today, it is here in assessment rubric. In assessment rubric, here is where they show the structure of the exam you are going to face. So let's discuss here brief. There will be one paper which will take 2 hours. That's the first information. So our exam is one paper. We don't have history 2, we don't have history 3, or paper 1 or paper 2. It's just a one paper. And that one paper is going to take you 2 hours and a half. 2 hours and a half. Remember, when you're going there in Form 4, it is 3 hours. So Form 1 and Form 2, your exam is 2 hours and a half. The paper will consist of 10 questions in section A, B, C. Another information, it is number of questions. We are going to have 10 questions. And these questions are divided into 3 sections: section A, section B, and section C. Student will require to answer all questions in each section. This is different to other level. In Form 4, there section C, there you have the option to choose, but here in Form 2 they said you're going to answer all questions in each section. So from section A up to section C, total 10 questions you are going to answer. The paper will weigh a total of 100 marks. The marks of the paper is 100 marks. So that is the number 1. So you have A, B, C, that the sections, number of questions, 10 questions, and you to answer all of questions. You don't have options, and the time, it is 2 hours and a half. So within 2 hours and a half, you're supposed to attempt 10 questions. The issue of speed here is very, very important. Let's check what is included in section A. Section A comprises 2 objective questions. So section A, you have 2 questions. That is number 1. Number 2, Question 1 will consist of 10 multiple choices. So question number 1 in form 2, it is multiple choices, and this multiple choices, it has 10 items, and they said each item will carry 1 mark. So you have 10 marks in question number 1. This is constant and never change. Always question number 1 will find is multiple choice. Different to the other sections, they are changing, but question number 1 always multiple choice and 10 items, 10 marks. Question number 2 will be matching items question containing 5 items. Each item will carry 1 mark, that the section will weigh 15 marks. So question number 2, it is matching item again. Number 1 is multiple choice. Here is matching item. You are given the 2 columns, then you are matching the information from list A to list B, finding the correct match. Then you're going to be given 5 items. Each item carry 1 mark, 5 marks. Total of question number 1 and question number 2, it is 15 marks. So in that way, section A, it carry 15 marks. So section A, we have 15 marks out of 100. Then we are going section B. They said section B will have 7 short answer questions. 7 short answer questions. Each question will weigh 10 marks. Therefore, the section will weigh a total of 70 marks. So you can see here, section B, at least the important section, it has at least good stake of the marks, 70 marks. And one question, it have 10 marks. And remember, they said short answer question. It means so they are going to start question number 3, question number 4, question number 5, question number 6, question number 7, question number 8, and question number 9. All 7 questions from number 3 up to number 9, all that are section B, and each one it has 10 marks. So what is inside of from number 3 up to number 9, we don't know the format of the structure. It can be differentiate, it can be arrange the sentences, it can be the map, draw the map of Africa, or they give you map and locate the historical sites, locate the location, or they can ask you to define some of concept, they can ask you issue of years, any cases they can ask you here. We don't know what exactly the nature of the question will be, but what we know it is brief explain. And if it is brief explain, we don't need to write essay here. Among of the major problem while we are doing our daily work here into different area, example we're going to mark MOCO, pre-MOCO, and sometimes the national exams, we may find some of kids they are going out of instructions. You ask to write a brief, you are writing an essay. Yes, we are awarding you marks, no problem, but some of portion of your work are not going to be marked. They are not going to mark introduction, they are not going to mark conclusion. The problem it is you waste time in doing unnecessary things. The time you spend in writing essay, those introduction and main body, is a lot of minutes. They can be valuable to the other questions. They can give you time to think about the other questions. So please and please, in question section B, do not bother to write an essay. Just attempt at the question asked you. Brief, provide short informations. Examples enough. Remember it is 10 marks. And then we are going section C. That's it complies one essay question and carry 15 marks. So the last question, number 10, it is an essay and is only in section C, and you're supposed to answer on that question number 10. There's no number 11, no number 12, no options. Choose 2 questions out of 3. No. In form 2, you are given 1 question and you're supposed to attempt. And here, the format is stated, it is essay question. It is essay question. So no matter how they are going to formulate the question, but you should understand they are supposed to attempt or to respond it in essay format. So you're supposed to have an idea how to write an essay while you are in form 1 up to form 2. Not writing essay while you're in form 3 or form 4. Even in form 2, we're supposed to write an essay. And you're supposed to understand so the introduction, main body, and the conclusion part of an essay. And remember, they said the marks here, it is 15 marks. That is essay section C. So after checking the format of the exam, let's go and check the reality, how the exam look like. One thing to remember here, this format is applicable even to civics, and civics is the same. They have section A, section B, section C. A number of questions, it is 10 questions, and to to attempt all questions. Marks, it is 100 marks. So the same as you saw here in history, also in civics you'll find the same structure. Then let's check here one of the exam here I have in my computer. So here we have the history of Form 2, that is 2023 exam. 2023 exam. And they said the United Republic of Tanzania, National Examination Council of Tanzania, Form 2 National Assessment. Not a certificate for secondary. No, it's Form 2 National Assessment. Code number 012. Time, it is 2 hours and a half. So as we check there, it's 2 hours and a half, and here also 2 hours and a half. What more? Paper consists of section ABC, correct as we saw there, ABC. And number of questions, 10 questions, so correct. Number 2, answer all questions in the space provided. Answer all questions in the space provided. So you don't have option, you are attempting all questions. Number 3, division of marks. Section A 15 marks, section B 70 marks, section C 15 marks. In that way, it is better to start attempting section B because it will weigh high number of marks, comparing being busy answering few marks in section A while there is a stake or the portion with high marks in section B. Oral writing must be in blue or black ink. Oral write mean that sometimes you can ask you to draw the map, mainly draw the map. So if you ask to draw the map, draw your map by using pencil, but location inside the map, labeling the map, you should label the map by using pen. Among of the major mistake also we are observing, it is you may find a kid draw good map, a good location, but he or she labeled it by using pencil. The instruction instructing you or writing should be in pen, not drawing. Writing should be in pen. So even those location, it is Roman 1, it is A, it is B, it is Lake, the state should be in pen, and that pen is blue or black. Don't decorate too much by coming with a lot number of colors. It's only blue or black. Another question we are receiving while we are discussing this format, in the case of sir, can I use these two colors of the pen, blue and black, at once? How? Student, they said maybe in essay or in a brief explain while I'm writing my point, I can write the title of the point by using blue and explaining by using black, or vice versa. The same to essay, I can write the title of my point there at the beginning of the paragraph by using black and explaining maybe by using blue. Is that acceptable? Yes, it is acceptable, but why are we not insisting this? It's because of time wastage. Why are you doing so? The time you're exchanging those pen, you are losing number, or you are dropping number of seconds there. And out of that, too much decoration, we are not targeting to mark those decorations, we are marking the content. So if you know, you know. You don't know, you don't know. Don't try to like to catch the attention of markers by writing with different colors. Sometimes it can be tempted like darkness, you are not clean. But it is allowed if you have that behavior, okay. But to my side, to my point of view, you better use your one pen, good handwriting, good content. It's enough, we can see it. Number 5, those issues that are not allowed, they say there. Number 6, write your assessment number at the top right corner of every page, at every page. From there, we have this table. In this table, they said it is only for the examiner, not for the student. This table is used when they are marking, so they are putting the scores and the assessor initial. That's for those who are going to mark, not for you student. So let's check what are those, how that is structure arranged. Section A, they said is matching item, multiple choices, question number 1, matching item, question number 2. So let's see, there are those issues. This is number 1, and yes, this is the multiple choices. One thing to remember, today we are not going to solve the question. We are not going to solve the questions. We are checking the format of the exam. Next time, in next videos, we can solve the papers. But now we're just checking the format, and next time we can start solving the papers. So this is number 1, and the number 1, it has item number 1 up to item number 10. And as you see there, those are multiple choices. So to write the answer there on the space provided. Make sure you are smart. We are suggesting to the student, you are advising the students while you are writing the letter there, because the answer should be in letter. Exam may be, how best can history be defined? The answer is the study of the past human socio-economic political event, to study all of past events that have common impact, to study the present economic and political event, to study all present human socio-economic political event. The answer is the study of past human socio-economic and political event. A. So if the answer is A, it is nice if you write your A at the beginning of the box. Do not put your A at the center of the box. Why? Maybe at the beginning you wrote maybe the answer is D, but while you are revising again your paper, you find the correct answer it is maybe A, and already you put D at the center of the box. So if you put it at the center of the box, it's difficult to get the chance or the space to write the second option that is the correct answer. So it's better to write A or that first attempt at the beginning of the box, and maybe sometime if you get the correct answer, you may cut that one and still you have the space, and you can write the next letter. So it's better to write that letter at the beginning of the box. So we have Roman 1. Again, I said today we're not solving the paper, we are checking the format up to Roman 10. These are items of question number 1, matching items, multiple choices. Number 2, it is matching item according to the format, and this is matching items. This it is from the topic of sources and importance of history, issue of determining the time, and some of the sources of history. So it is matching item, number of items, it is 5 items. You're supposed to answer there, and also they provided to you the box where you can put the answer. Again, the principle, if you're writing the letter in the box, start at the beginning of the box. Don't put your answer at the center of the box. And again, this letter or those answers, please try to write in capital letters. The answer is letter H, write capital H. The answer is letter D, write capital D. The same to multiple choices. Some kids have to write small letters. Yes, it's still correct, but some are not relating to the options we gave you the answers. It sounds better if you attempt in capital letters. So that is all about section A. 2 questions we checked, and all of them are correct according to the format, multiple choices and matching items. Section B, from number 3 to number 9. Here they said is brief questions, and here they said answer all questions. So number 3 example, according to this format, number 3, they said number 3, it is you start to explain brief by defining this concept. So it's not constant, all exams you may find number 3 it is defined. No, not like that. Sometimes it's changed. But what you're supposed to understand is the concept. Make sure you study well your topics, you have full content, then go to the exam. So what I'm saying, this 2023 structure or questions, they're not supposed to appear the same in 2024 or 2025 or previous. Like number 3 is always define. No, always explain the terms. Not. What is important is brief explain 10 marks. So how are we going to brief to explain? Depend on those who are writing the exam. So number 3, according to this 2023, it is define the following terms or provide the information about these terms. Question number 4, they said they arrange the sentences. Arrange the sentences. So again, not necessary question number 4 to be arranging. No, sometimes they can change question number 4 to be another concept. But according to 2023, it is arranging the sentences. So we are given the concept, so supposed to arrange from the number 1 to the last chronological order. Number 5, brief answer each of the following questions. So how you're going to answer depends on the question you asked in each item. Example here, Roman 1, why did Ngoni warriors use the short stabbing spear instead of long throwing spear? as a guy. So the difference between question number 5 and question number 3, it is question number 3 you are given terminologies, historical terms, is how to explain. That is still a brief explain. Question number 5, they gave you some of instructions in each items. So you can see there is different question comparing Roman 1, Roman 2 is another case, Roman 3 it is another case. Explain 2 factors which made people to become slave in pre-colonial Africa. Explain 2 factors. So what you have to do here, my friend or my students, is to write in numbers. Give numbers your points. The question number in numero is number 5. Numero number is number 5. Again, inside of number 5 we have item Roman 3. So how can I put my numbers in my question? Here you're supposed to use the letters. So put A, first method how people became slave in pre-colonial. Factor which made people to become slave, yes. Letter A, one factor, letter B, another factor. So you're supposed to have 2 answers in numbers. To locate, number 1 is starting here, it ended here, and next point is starting here to end here. Then you're putting bullets, arrows, stars are not important so much in this academic or formal writing. In formal writing, we have that way of writing formal documents. How did music and dance make pre-colonial African societies interact socially? So you can see all those items are different from item Roman 1 up to item Roman 5, but all of them are still in question number 5. In that way, each item carry 2 marks. Number 6, you have to differentiate the following. So they are giving 2 concepts, how to differentiate. Again, I'm repeating, not necessary to find differentiate concept in question number 6. They can vary. So this is differentiate. Number 5, compare 5 common features which existed under slavery and feudalism. Similarities. Find the similarities between slavery and feudalism. Number 8, describe 5 weaknesses of archive in obtaining historical information. Number 9, it is the map. So here you're already given the map, you don't need to draw the map. You're answering the question according how you asked from the map. And here it has how many items? It is 5 items. So it's last question, number 9 of section B, and you're given a map. So it's not necessarily always number 9 to be map. Map can appear maybe number 4, map can appear number 3, map can appear number 7. What is important is should be in section B. So that is a map you have given. Then the last question, it is number 10, single question, 15 marks, and they said answer question number 10. Don't say I didn't see the instructions. No, the instructions are there. You're supposed to answer question number 10, and it is 15 marks. So that's the structure of full history. Down here the pages, this is the space provided for you to write your essay, and the other issues. That was history. Let's check civics. As I said, civics also the same to history format. This is civics, my friend. So the same instructions, ABC, 10 questions. Answer all questions, space provided, 15 marks, 70 marks, 15 marks again, section C. Blue or black ink. So the same instructions as in history. Also in civics, question number 1 is multiple choices. Roman 1 up to Roman 10. Question number 2, it is matching item. Roman 1 up to Roman 5. You're given a space to answer. Question number 3, that is brief explain section B. So number 3 here, code from 2, they started with the paragraph. You are given the paragraph, read the paragraph, and then you're supposed to answer the question down. That's number 3. So again, not necessary to find a paragraph for questions to read a story in number 3. Sometimes they can omit number 3 as a paragraph and put number 3 as a concept. All this is the issue of number 3. Number 4, in a 5-point, brief explain social benefit of work. So brief explain importance of work. You will flow there, the importance of work in brief. Then not necessarily your explanation to follow all those lines given. Example, they have almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 space. Not necessary to have explanation in 5 line, but at least 2 up to 3 in the examples. But if you have good content, you can explain more, put up to 5. I'm sure, or we are sure, the space is enough. So if you have large size font of your handwriting, you should minimize, make sure it is fit inside here. That is number 4. Number 5, brief explain 5 guiding steps to follow in order to reach a better decision for the future career. That's coming from the topic of work, career choice, choosing the career. Still is brief explain. Number 6, again we are proving the brief explain. Have this brief analyze 5 steps which should be followed for a successful implementation of democratic general election in a country like Tanzania. So still a brief explanation. You will find, you will provide the condition for free and fair election. Number 7, by using 5-point brief explain need for the people to respect and value the individual human right in our society. So you can see every question they are trying to ask you, to tell you, brief explain, brief explain. You don't need to mention, please don't mention. Find some number of words to elaborate your point. Number 8, street children are increasing at an alarming rate in Tanzania. Again, brief analyze. So what is necessary here, we are underlining the word briefly, briefly. You don't write an essay in section B. Number 9, in 5-point, briefly. So that is section B, brief explain. And lastly is question number 10, section C, why it is important to make responsible decision. Give 5 points. So write your introduction, your link sentence, main body, conclusion. So that all this is the structure of national examinees assessment exam of Form 2 in history and in civics. As I said in the document I applied or I used, you may find the other subjects. So if you have the time, you can check the format of other subjects. By saying so, don't let to check another videos. Soon we are going to start discussing the questions and the answers by topic wise while we are preparing ourselves for the exam. Again, this video, it is eligible to those private candidate and also school candidate, but also for the research or for the education, for the information, also may use this video. Thank you for watching. I'm Shadrack Swila and this is CLASSROOMTZ. Ciao.